going to activate the camera by long pressing on the shutter button here, and we'll take a few pictures of this Energizer inductive charger box. So the volume controls down here at the bottom of the phone don't seem to activate digital zoom or anything like that. You can see it changing the volume. Push the shutter button down a little bit, focuses, press it all the way to take the photo. Take another couple photos there just so you can see. And we'll tap up here. This is the stock camera application, so it should be familiar to current Android users. Again, you can see some trouble with the touch screen. And the photos themselves appear quite washed out, so I'll have to take a closer look at them later. It could just be the reflection from the light on the shiny box. I'm going to throw the device into video mode, pull up some settings so we can see what we're shooting in. Wide VGA resolution, so we're shooting a resolution that matches that of the display, and we'll record a quick video here. So I'll move it around a little bit, and then I'm going to press stop, and we'll play it back and see how it looks. Record a quick video here, so I'll move it around a little bit, and then I'm going to press stop. Fair amount of compression in it, but frame rate at least seems to be good. So here's the gallery application. You can see here we've got a couple of folders of stuff that was synchronized from Picasa. As soon as I set up the test Google Gmail account, it automatically linked with the Picasa photos on that account, which is quite nice. See if there's the video. We'll go back and get one of the photos. You can see double tap zooming. Not seeing any multi-touch zoom support though. Looks like just on-screen buttons. Can swipe between images though. I'm going to show you how the messaging system works. You can see we've got a new text message right here. I'll tap on that and it brings up the threaded SMS system. Message I sent out, and these are the two messages I got back. Tap here, you can see the Android keyboard. It's the stock Android keyboard. There are no other input options here, and I find it a bit difficult to use. The touchscreen just doesn't seem to be as accurate as it could be. Of course, you can also send out messages in landscape mode. This is a bit easier. And now that we've exchanged a few text messages, you can see them show up here in the widget. I'm going to jump into the browser. It's running the New York Times website right now. Tap here to get into bookmarks, and I'm going to pull up Mobile Burn. Tap on one of the messages, works quite well. Renders pretty quickly. We're on a 3G connection right now. I'll pull up the full Mobile Burn website so you can see what a more complex site looks like. Switched over to a Wi-Fi connection, you can see. Should help download the page a bit faster. You can see everything comes through quite nicely. It says you can double tap to zoom, and when it's done loading we'll test that out. Check again for multi-touch. Doesn't appear to be here. Good browser overall though. We've got a Gmail account configured here. You can see we've got some messages. Here's a test message with some formatted text. You can see what it looks like. If I want to mark that message as unread, I can just long tap on it. Or you can see there's also check boxes, so say I wanted to delete a number of messages, I could do so quite easily. There's even an undo feature up here at the top, so I can bring them back. If I load up the calendar here, you can see the Google Calendar information. This is the month view. Go to agenda view and you can see much more clearly what's going on here. A bunch of different events. Week views as well, daily views too. Here's the Exchange client. It's definitely touched down by NitroDesk. You can see unread email messages right here on the front page. It's like an Outlook type thing there. It's not showing any calendar appointments. I don't have any current for today, but you can of course go into the calendar separately. Got monthly views, agenda views, daily views as well. Go into email, and right now we're looking at a combined view of all folders. In this case I only have 2 folders to find, but I can switch between them, and I can also change the filtering to just show me unread messages. It's really quite handy. Full Exchange support on this client, including security things or signatures. You can set up client-side rules for special notifications. A very, very powerful application. Decent amount of applications preloaded. Here's Google Maps. Has full navigation support, along with Google Places. Really quite a useful system. Tap on layers here and pull up the satellite view, and we'll switch to landscape mode. Here's the Android market where you can find new applications to install, some recommended apps right up front, and SwiftKey is actually one I would recommend for users of the Zeo. This stock Android keyboard is a little weak, and SwiftKey is definitely a step forward. You can easily get free and paid applications and just install them quickly. You'll see the notification come up here in the notification area showing that we're downloading the application. And once it's done downloading, it'll install. And now we have Google Shopper on the phone. You can see some of the problems with screen response, potentially lag. It's hard to say. But there's Shopper, which we just downloaded and installed. I have to admit I've had some problems with this phone, not just the touchscreen sensitivity. It's sometimes difficult to swipe, as you can see. But there also have been data problems that I've had with the device. You can see that widget used to be configured for Philadelphia weather, and when I switched over to Wi-Fi at one point, there was a forced close and then everything went away. And at the same time, all these things disappeared too until I re-tapped on the screen to bring them back up. So definitely some issues, and you've certainly seen the touchscreen issues. I'm just trying to swipe here and I'm not getting anywhere, and it's not like my fingers are particularly dry or dirty or anything like that. I've been having this problem consistently. So nice piece of hardware. Otherwise though, in terms of design and everything, it really feels solid. It's a pretty display. Works nicely. It's just the touchscreen aspect of it is weak. $99 after a $100 mail-in rebate for a decent Android 2.1 device. Not bad. I just don't know if it's going to be quite competitive enough to deal with Samsung's and HTC's devices. But there you go. That's the Sanyo Zeo by Kyocera for Sprint. I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.